Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. Do we have some big news coming up for the month of March? It's Women's History Month and Veve is going to be doing some really cool stuff, okay? There's like this article that came out in Vanity Fair just yesterday or the day before, and I've read it and I'm putting the link in the description for you, and it has a huge mention of Veve in there. It's really astounding what's going to be happening. We have another collection coming. I really wanted to make a video about it, let you know about it so you could start preparing now, or maybe start thinking about what you're going to do, or maybe just get you excited because I'm really excited as well. Let's get into it. I want to discuss the article a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole thing or anything. I want you to do that on your own if you like. Like I said, you can go and follow the link. Go and read about it. It's all about NFTs. It's all about, World of Women. It's all about strong women's projects and diversity. It's really amazing, and it has a huge section on Veve. Let's get into it. I'm going to scroll down right here. This is just a little screenshot of it, okay? The video is called Billion Dollar Boom NFT Rainmakers. It's a really fascinating article. This is like a nice collage right here of all these different NFT projects. You can check it out. I read it last night. This is what I do. I go online, I look at stuff, I go deep, I go and search all over the place to find really good information. And this is something that I don't think I've seen yet. I don't think anybody's mentioned it yet, but we are getting a second collection coming in March. Okay, let's get into it right now. This is Amar Singh. If you don't know who he is, just Google him, check him out. He is an art curator. He is big into NFTs right now. He's partnered up with David Yu. They brought us the Rewind Collective stuff that we have in the app. This is the Pride, the Givenchy, the Rewind Collective logo, the Amelia, the Cleopatra, these items here that we have in that section of the app that are really, really amazing, really fantastic art, okay? So what he's done during the COVID times, if you read a little bit about him in the article, it's pretty interesting, with his galleries and with his art curation, you couldn't go into museums and stuff, so he started to go heavily into the digital space, to do curated art shows. You can check it all out, you can see all about it. But, in the article in Vanity Fair, there's this big section on him, and they speak about what he's going to be doing with Veve next. So I wanted to read you a little excerpt from the article, and this is going to be really interesting. Listen to this right now. So, Forever a Go-Getter, Singh's $100 million deal with multi-billion-dollar NFT app Veve. Let me just stop right there. Multi-billion-dollar NFT app Veve. Okay, this Veve's big, so just consider that. It came about when he DM'd the founder David Yu on Instagram. So this is really interesting. He was going after, trying to connect with David Yu because he saw potential in Veve, right? So this is a while ago. So they obviously got together. So let me just continue with the article. Once they connected, Veve and Amar have a multi-year collaboration to promote and release works from minority, diversity, and women in art. So this is big. And next month is, Women's History Month. And so we are getting a second collection. So David Yu says, I believe art is one of the best vehicles to connect artists and collectors emotionally. Art connects culture and removes any barriers between them. So during the month of March, this is right from the article, Veve will be releasing a second collaboration to celebrate Women's Month with multiple releases in the Veve app. So the second collaboration is going to be with Amar and Rewind Collective and some of the art that they do and everything. So just check it out. You can actually read a lot about it in the article without even having to Google it. You can just go straight to that article and read all about Rewind Collective and NFTs and all that kind of stuff of what they're doing. So this is really exciting coming up for March. So, I know we have the golden moment that just happened, and I know we have another potential drop that's coming up. We don't know if it's a golden moment or not. This is February the 16th that I'm making this video in the morning, so we don't know exactly what's coming, but we do know now what's coming in March, right? So you can start going ahead. Well, everyone's looking one way, you can look another. That's what I do. I try to check things out, see what the news is, right? So let's go a little bit further into this. let's talk a little bit about the world of women NFTs, okay? And the powerful women's movement projects we have right now. So if you're not on the OpenSea and you don't know about NFTs there, I do. I have a few projects. I saw the World of Women. This is actually a World of Women, a WoW NFT, and it's really powerful. They're about 30,000 US dollars probably each at minimum. This project has gotten a lot of attention and it's really quite famous. And anyway, so this is a big movement that started about a month and a half ago or so in the NFT space. It started before then, but it really picked up steam, in January. And I remember in December as well. I was really checking this stuff out on the OpenSea. And so in the Veve app, we're going to be getting a lot more of this kind of stuff as well, I hope. I hope for sure. And we know we're getting stuff in March. So we already know we are getting another collection. So this is a really, really interesting place to look, specifically because of how big this kind of stuff is, in the OpenSea outside of the app. It's only getting bigger in the app as well. So let's just go on a little bit right here. Let me just show you a couple. So this is sort of like a picks area, where I have some really good stuff for you to go after if you want. And this is as a collector. This isn't financial advice. This is just like seeing what's going on. And if you want to get in on some of these earlier before they get really expensive or before they even go further up, okay, this is maybe a potential time to do it. This one is Pride. I mean, it's very famous in the app. A lot of serious collectors have this one. You can find it in the Givenchy section. And it's about 8,000 gems, so it's not cheap at all, but it's down actually about 9% because people are looking another direction, right? And so there's about 107 listed, only 1,952 available. Really amazing art. I know a lot of people who have this are really excited to have it. It's really important, and it's a great collectible. So you can also go after a couple of the other ones that they have. And if we want to talk about women's history, we have the Amelia Earhart in there. And this one also is down right now about 20%. Okay, this is because people sell sometimes stuff like this to go after other stuff. But once you start to get more, now we're going to get a second collection. It's definitely going to boost the prices of these. This one's sitting at about $15.99. So if you want to talk about women's history, who knows what they're going to release next month. It's going to be awesome. It's definitely going to bring more attention to this. And, like I said, Veve with this article in Vanity Fair, it's going to get a lot of eyes on it. Vanity Fair is big. It has a huge readership, a huge following, and the whole article, big section of it was on Veve and about what they're doing specifically with this collection. So think about that, right? So anyway, let's get on to a couple more picks that I have. These are just picks that I think are really interesting that tie into a few things as well. You have the ultra rare version of Storm. Now, just so you know, her ultra rare is up 17% in the last 24 hours. So she's actually climbing in value when other stuff is falling in value. That's interesting. Now, this has to do, I think, as well with the Multiverse of Madness trailer we got from Doctor Strange, where we have, confirmed now we're going to have mutants because we saw Professor X in there. We didn't see him, but we got his voice, Patrick Stewart, the actor. And, this is really exciting. She's a mutant. She came in the app a little while ago. Why did we get her? We just got her on a comic book cover as well. So her ultra rare is going up. It's sitting at $4.90, so it's still actually really, really a good price. And all ultra rares, just so you know the trend right now, they're actually doing really well. They're not falling in price like we're talking about at comic books as well. People are really kind of focused on that one because the secret rares are really kind of overly priced, and some of them not overly priced, but they're really valuable, so people are going after ultra rare. So just keep that in mind. And with the mutants coming, really good pickup. Another one to show you for, especially for women's power as well, which is really cool. The Invisible Woman. Now, we got her a little while ago. People were confused why we got her. Her ultra rare as well is also up 18%. Okay, so she's sitting at only about $254. Now, in the Doctor Strange trailer, we had the Illuminati group. This is where Professor X is. It's pretty much going to be confirmed here that that's the group. Reed Richards, the leader of the Fantastic Four, is one of the main members of that group. So we're getting Fantastic Four stuff. So what we said, why do we get the Invisible Woman? Fantastic Four, okay? So just think about that. This is what you got to think about long term, okay? Anyway, she's up right now too, which is really cool. So let's just talk about Wonder Woman really quickly as well. Just because of women's history and that whole movement, Wonder Woman's going to rebound eventually. I don't know when. People have been selling her during this dip, because of the low selling fees and, because people have been like also buying her. So remember, people have been selling her for cheaper, but people have been buying her too. So who's buying her, right? This is really interesting. Are whales buying her up? And then her price is going to go up as the listings diminish. There's only 292 available. She goes for about $685 right now. She's down about 11% in 24 hours. Really great entry price. Now, I don't own a Wonder Woman. I have owned her in the past. I'm going to look to pick one up soon because, during this dip is great. It's going to take her a while to rebound. She was up to about 1,400 or so. So I don't really know. But anyway, just for this next month where they're going to focus on strong women and that kind of thing, it could be a really great opportunity. Just thinking, right? So let's go ahead right here. This one's even more interesting. Captain Carter. Now, the character herself is pretty cool, but her shield was actually shown basically in the Marvel, in the Doctor Strange trailer. And remember, that's about multiverses. So this is another version of Captain America, basically. From the What If cartoon, if you didn't see it, like the animated series on Disney Plus, she became Captain America instead of Steve Rogers, as in that episode you can watch. It's really cool. She also gets that one set, if a single collectible set, so that's important for MCU. And she's sitting at about $295, but she's up about 7% because of that trailer. Okay, so this is really interesting. You think about this, and she's a strong female character. I mean, let's get into this, right? So I believe that's everything I got yet. Now I got my bonus material. So like I said, I have bonus material at the end here that has nothing to do with what I was talking about at the beginning. I hope you stuck around for it. This is really interesting as well. Just to recap before I go to my bonus material, then I can end the video after the bonus material, is that like I said, we're going to get a second collection, okay? And Amar right here is really hooked up with David Yu, and they're going to be doing lots of stuff. So keep your eyes open on that. See what happens. Go check out the stuff from Rewind Collective that we have. Why not look at it? Who knows? I don't own any of it right now, and I'm really strongly considering getting into it just because of what's coming. Anyway, so let's get on to the bonus material, which is a lot of fun. Okay, this has nothing to do with what I was talking about here. Okay, this right here is really fun and interesting. So Miles Morales, okay, this is totally separate. Like I said, Miles Morales is going to be featured in the next few What If comic books in the real world, and there's 3 in a row. So this is really interesting because they're focusing on Miles Morales a lot. He has his movie coming up, so this is just food for thought. So he's going to be in a comic book where he becomes Captain America, okay? Instead of Spider-Man, he became Captain America. That's interesting. And then the next comic book they're going to do where he becomes Wolverine instead of, Spider-Man, which is really interesting. And then the last one, he's going to become the Hulk, right? So this is really funny. It's really neat. But, I'm not saying that this is going to have anything to do with Veve, like they're going to release a Miles Morales Hulk or something. I'm just saying that they're putting a lot of attention into Miles Morales right now because of his movie. So in the app, we have Spider-Man 2099, which is in the trailer. We have the Ghost Spider, which is, Gwen Stacy Spider-Man. We have Miles Morales' comic book, okay? We have other things that are kind of pointing us in that direction. He's going to get a lot more attention. He's getting it more in the real world. Just a little food for thought for you. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'll scroll back up to the top right here. Check out check out the link to the article. It's really fascinating. Share it around. Let everybody else see it. Read about it, what's going on. It's awesome that Vanity Fair did such a write-up about Veve. This is really good for the app. There's going to be a lot of eyes that are going to see it. Let me know what you think in the description below. Are you going to go after any of this new stuff? Are you excited about the second collection that's going to be coming? Do you have any predictions about what it might be? We don't know what exact items they're going to be, but it's going to be really neat. Remember, it's a multi-year deal that they have, okay? And remember, it says Veve's a multi-billion-dollar app, so we're talking big-time stuff for the app moving forward, okay? Okay, so anyway, you can follow me in Instagram as well. I will follow you back. I put the link down there. You can follow also on Instagram. I will follow you back there as well. Sorry, on Twitter is what I meant to say, so Instagram and Twitter. I will follow you back. That's where I'm getting a lot of great information from people. If you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. You'll get these videos before other people, and you can do that. And if you like the video, just hit like. That would be great too. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a great day. Happy collecting, and let's look forward to what's coming up next.